I have always, since I've been a child, wanted to contest for the Miss World pageant. And in Nigeria, that is the only way you can get to Miss World. For you to get to Miss
Wow.
World, yeah, you have to win the most beautiful girl in Nigeria pageant. So it was like a stepping stone for me to achieve my goal.
Hello and welcome to Your Community, Your World. My name is Shalala Denika. This program looks at what's happening within your community. We thank God for a new week. Today's program will feature my one-to-one interview with Miss Anita Uka. She is the Miss Beautiful Girl in Nigeria 2018. We talk about her love for community work, amongst others. Anita, former Miss Beautiful Girl in Nigeria 2018. How did you feel when you won?
Well, I had a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings that just came rushing up. I was ecstatic most of all. I was so happy. I actually did cry on stage. Usually, when I watch pageants or competitions and you see people cry on stage, I usually say to myself, didn't you want to win? I mean, you've won now, why are you crying? But being on that stage then, I understood because it just sort of happened. I was so happy. I was in shock. Even when my name was said, I was just standing still for a couple of seconds before it sort of clicks to me. That's me. I was just called, yeah. So it was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. I was really, really happy, so excited about it.
I mean, we know that everyone enters a competition to win.
Yeah.
But really, secretly tell us, did you think you would win?
Yes. So just like you said, because first of all, a lot of preparation goes into pageants. It's not like the notion people have that you just get a dress, get what you need, and then you just go in there and show up. No, there's a lot you have to work on your speech, on your poise, your presentation, because there are lots of interviews that happens as well as your catwalk and all of that. So I really prepared myself, but of course, so did other girls who were there. So I wanted to win. That was why I got the form and contested for the pageant. So now being on the stage on the final day, because there were several stages to get there, being on stage on the final day after the top 30, sorry, after the top 15,
Mhm.
I was happy. I was like, okay, I still have a chance to make it. I still had that confidence that I'm still going to win this. But after I had made it to top five, I was like, okay, I was like, thank God, I'm really happy to have made it this far. Whatever happens now, I'm okay with it. I wasn't thinking at that point about being the winner. I was
Okay.
just really happy to have made it to the top five. So that was why I think I was in sort of a shock when I was being called as the winner. Yeah.
How was your preparation for that Miss Beautiful Girl in Nigeria?
It was fun at first, and then it was the nerve started kicking in when it was a couple of days to get into the competition. Let's say like day one, I was really excited to start picking out my dresses, to start speaking to people on what should I do. I was really excited. But when it got to like a few days to the pageant, few days to go into the camp for the pageant, because we're camped for about 2 weeks, I started getting a bit nervous, like, oh my God, am I ready? Am I prepared? Do I have everything I need? Do I know everything I need to know to go into this?
Why did you put yourself forward for this pageant?
I have always, since I've been a child, wanted to contest for the Miss World pageant. And in Nigeria, that is the only way you can get to Miss World. For you to get to Miss
Wow,
World, yeah, you have to win the most beautiful girl in Nigeria pageant. So it was like a stepping stone for me to achieve my goal.
that's
Yeah.
interesting. Now, the fact that you wanted to do it right from when you were young.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be like Miss World. Okay, yeah, like I have to be at the Miss World pageant. Yeah, so contesting at the most beautiful girl in Nigeria pageant was my ticket to it.
Okay. Now, tell us some of the things you did during your reign as the Miss Beautiful Girl in Nigeria.
Okay, during my reign, I did a couple of projects, but these projects fell in line under the same umbrella, and that was under health and education. So
Okay.
I had a team of people who worked together with me. It was wonderful. I had a lot of support from my med because I'm medically inclined. So I had a lot of support from my medical friends, from my family, support from people I didn't even know, from my friends as well. So what we did was for Abuja, we went to the IDP camp. Yeah. So what we did was we ran medical tests on the women that were there. We had tests for malaria, for typhoid. Yeah. And those who were infected already were given medications. And we had drug supplies that were going to last about 3 months. This wasn't just given to them, it was given to someone in charge there, at the camp, to make sure that these were evenly distributed and to make sure that there wasn't going to be any abuse of these medications as well. And we had sanitary towels, we had food, we had clothing supplied to these women and to the kids and young girls in the camp as well. Yeah, so that was what we did in Abuja. Abuja was majorly for health. Yeah, and in Lagos, I worked in education. So in some schools in Surulere, I mean that's common in most local communities. Okay. Yeah, you see, you go into the schools and then you see the roof is really bad. Okay, I mean students, you have kids or under 10 years old learning in this environment. It's really dangerous. You could be in class one day and then the roof collapse. What happens then? So I decided, instead of just going into schools and sharing textbooks, and I mean, all those are important, giving school supplies. Yeah, all those are important, but I felt the need to actually start from the basis of what I felt was most important. Education is important, but then the environment you're actually staying in to get that education should keep you safe. So what we did was my team and I, we put together some supplies and got some local craftsmen, some local workmen. So we started working on the roof of the school. We started working on some of the buildings inside the classroom. So we had the roofs fixed, we had the windows done, we had the doors, and some furnitures as well were in really bad shape. So we had those fixed. So after we had done that for some of the classrooms, I mean, because of funds is always a challenge, so we couldn't do as much classrooms as we wanted to. We just did about 3 to 4 classrooms. Yeah, so after all that was done, then we started going into the supply of basic school supplies like textbooks, notebooks, pens, just little things like that. Yeah. And in Port Harcourt, we also had an outreach. So what we did was we went to the market area and we did a school outreach for the kids who were hawking. So we did this around July. Yeah. We did it so that by the time they'll be going back to school, for those of them who would go back to school, they would have some basic school supplies to be going back to school with. So this was done in the market area in Port Harcourt for school children, who were hawkers and who were just around the market areas.
And how did you feel doing those community walks?
I was happy because it was like I was contributing to something.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt happy. I felt useful to be able to impact, to be able to do something for somebody. It's one thing to do something for someone that you're not expecting anything for. You do something for someone and they're really happy. You can actually see how grateful they are that you've done this for them. And one other thing is, like I mentioned, the thing in Abuja is sustenance. Okay. So now we didn't just go there and do this test and leave. We went there, we did this test, we gave them the drugs that they were going to use for those couple of days. And then we also gave them things to last them for the months to come as well. So that made me feel happy, knowing that, okay, I've left you for now, but then I'm sure that you're fine going on for at least a couple of months.
Okay, that's really good. Now, you represented Nigeria in China at the Miss World pageant.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. That's like one of the highlights of the experiences I've had in my life. Okay. Like I said, it's a dream I've had since I was a very young child. I was going to say younger, but I mean I'm still young. So yeah, it's a dream. So it was like a dream come true. Everything from the arrival to being on the stage, because I mean it's Miss World pageant, so it has contestants from all over the world. So part of my experiences you get mixed up with people who speak French, who speak Portuguese, Spanish, and different languages. You don't know how to communicate with these people. I mean, you just speak English. I speak a little bit of French, but it's not as it's not it's not as good as someone who is fluent and has French as their first language. So you're communicating with these people. You can't really say much. You're just like, hi, hello, like that's it. And then they say hola, and that's the only thing. You just smile at them. And also learning about their cultures, learning about their food, their way of life. And because it's Miss World, and usually most pageants, you get to represent your country. So you see, you get to represent your country. So then you wear your national costume. You talk about it. So you're just learning about different cultures, different countries. It was a wonderful experience for me. Yeah. Meeting all those lovely ladies, being with them for those couple of weeks. It's certainly one of the highlights of my experiences in life.
Okay. And do you want to tell us how you fared in the competition?
I made top 30. And I made top 30 in the finals. And I made thank you. And I made top 20 in the talent competition.
Wow.
And in the top model, I made top 30 as well.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you feel, out of all the countries in the world, top 30, that's no joke. How did you feel?
I felt great. I certainly did feel great because it's the whole cut down with pageants. For each cut down, you just keep hoping that your country is being mentioned because, I mean, your name is not said. So you just keep hoping that your country is being mentioned. So being there and here in Nigeria, I was really happy. Yeah, I was really happy to be one of the ladies that was going to be moving on to the next stage.
Okay. And so how was it flying the Nigerian flag over there?
It was an honor being on that stage, representing a country of millions of people.
Yes, tell me. What a huge responsibility, especially at your age. Then you've mentioned one or two times that you're in the medical line. Do you want to explain to our viewers what you're actually doing?
Okay, I'm a medical laboratory scientist.
Okay.
I studied that as my BSc, and currently I'm pursuing a master's degree in public health. One thing I like is community work in the sense of improving, like I'm studying public health. So like improving human health, sustaining it. How can we make it better? What can you do to make it better? How can you improve the health? So I don't know if it's from my experiences that I had while I was doing all the community work during my pageants that has made me, I mean, I've always wanted to pursue a career in public health, but then I don't know if that is what has given it more meaning to me. So now, even while I'm studying, I already have plans of what I want to do. I already have plans like, okay, this is it. This is what I want to do. I want to do this. I want to do that. So I don't know if it's because of the experiences I already have that has already made it more like a target. Like, okay, to hit this target, this is what we need to do. For me, maybe that's it. I'm not sure why. Yeah.
You have a passion for community work, passion for health, and you equally have a great passion for modeling. So how are you going to juggle all three?
I have no idea. I have no idea. These are just things that I love, and they certainly are two worlds apart. You have one in this line and you have the other one in this line. So they don't really have to meet. I don't really have to bring this into the other one. I see this as my passions. These are things that I love to do. And I'm just going to pursue it. I mean, I'm already pursuing my interest in the medical field and also in modeling as well. I have dealt a little bit of that. I say a little bit because I believe I haven't achieved as much as I want to. I have some hopes, I have some aspirations of where I want the highlights of my modeling career to be, and it hasn't nearly even gotten to the peak of that. Wow. So I'm happy that I'm able to pursue the things that I like. because I wouldn't want to look back 5 years from now, 10 years from now and say, oh, I wish I'd done this. So I'm happy I'm not dropping one thing for the other. I'm happy I'm able to put the two together and achieve the things that I want to do.
I mean, it's good to know that you're multi-talented, and it appears that you are more than capable of juggling all those balls. Now, let's talk about your modeling career. Obviously, you've done Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria. You've done Miss World. Now, do you still want to further your modeling career?
Certainly. So I have this portfolio in pageantry. Now, actually in modeling, what I love most is runway. And yeah, if I were to choose, I mean, it's not that easy because you have to meet agencies, you have to go for go-sees, you get signed, and it's quite a process. Yeah, so but runway is what I love. I remember the first time ever I did runway. Runway is crazy. I say it's crazy because backstage it's like fireworks going on. You have everybody trying to get everything at the same time. It's like the hairdresser, the clothing, the designers, the models. It's crazy backstage. And it sort of gives you this adrenaline rush. Now, the thing with this is like, there's this crazy going on backstage, but the moment you hit the stage, you come out, you hit the stage, that doesn't matter. You just walk. So the first time I did it, I was amazed. It was ecstatic for me. I really loved it. I love the rush. I love the excitement that it brings. And with that feeling, I just knew that this is it. This is what I want to do. This is not something I want to just put aside, something I want to stop. So runway is certainly something I love doing. And I haven't done much of it. So it's something that I'm working towards doing. I've done most of photo shoots, catalog modeling. Yeah. But like I said, what I really do love is runway. So that's something I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah, and certainly we're looking forward to seeing you at the London Fashion Show.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, now you've actually got a lot of experience when it comes to runway modeling. Like I said, Most Beautiful Girl, Miss World, those are top stages, and you've been there, done it. You've got the T-shirts. What advice would you give to up-and-coming models?
Always vent whatever agency or whoever is meeting you to give you promises or tell you promises about modeling contracts or about signing you, because a lot of girls want to be models. A lot of girls do want to sign up with agencies to pursue their career in modeling. And through this, a lot of people have fallen victims. A lot of people have fallen victims in the sense that the wrong person meets you, and because you're not sure who this person is, you just believe whatever they say. And then you fall into the wrong hands, and it gets really bad. It gets really crazy. Like in Nigeria, you might have cases of kidnap or cases of extortion. Okay, so if you are going to meet somebody, be sure reach out to somebody else. And it's a good thing that we have the internet today and social media being like at the center stage of almost everything that we do. So go on social media, find out what you can about this agency. Are they legit? And you might not really see much on the web, but I mean, just ask around and make sure that you're going into the right hands before you do so. And also try as much as possible to be prepared, because you tell someone you want something and you never can tell when they tell you, okay, let's see what you got. So be ready to just show it, but most importantly, know who you're showing it to and make sure you're not going into the wrong hands. That's always a major thing I always tell people.
Are you planning on engaging yourself with any community events in the UK?
Yeah, actually, I've been looking to start some volunteer work with some NGOs, but because of my school calendar, it's not been very feasible for me. So I should be getting it's summer now, so I should be getting a break soon. So with that break, I intend to do something then.
Anita, tell us about your leather industry.
Okay, so it's called Uzo Leather. I started it a little over a year now. It's nearly 2 years. So what I do, or what my company does, is we use locally sourced products. We use locally sourced leather to manufacture handbags and leather goods as well. So everything is locally made. The materials are locally sourced and it's being crafted by myself and some local craftsmen as well. Everything is made in Lagos, Nigeria. So the goal is to keep producing more leather products. Right now, we're just solely doing handbags, female handbags, and we've also done a little. Our last collection included something for men as well. And I intend to reach to maybe production of furniture, production of other things. But for now, the main goal is just in the fashion line of it, production of handbags with leather. Everything is solely leather. We don't use any other materials. Everything is solely leather, and nothing is imported. So the materials are sourced in Nigeria, in Lagos or Abuja.
And how do you sell your finished goods?
Right now, everything is being sold online. There's no physical store. Yeah, so we make them, the process, we put everything online, the finished goods online. So that is how we get to interact with our customers. So if you see something that you like and you just reach out to us and then we have it sent to them. So like I said earlier, social media is just part of us right now. And I'm really, really grateful for social media and the reach we're able to get, because I mean, just like me, some other small businesses use social media, to market and promote their goods. And that is how Uzo Leather is currently operating right now.
You know, if you have a magic wand, where would you want to see yourself in the next 5 years?
In 5 years, I would want my bag brand to be international. I'd want people to be able to walk into stores in Paris, in London, in the US, and just be able to pick up one of my designs. And also, I would want to maybe just walk out of my apartment one morning and just see myself on maybe a very big screen on Times Square. Yeah, wow. So that's it for my modeling. Yeah. Wild imaginations, I know, but I mean, you gave me a magic wand. Right. And also to be able to do a lot back home in Nigeria, in local communities, health-wise, to be able to improve health and majorly health of women and children, not leaving anyone aside, but I feel that is a particular group of people, a particular group of people that when you start doing health research on, they are usually affected. If you do, if you decide to do 10 research on different lines of medical research, you find out that women and children usually top the most affected. So I would want to make a huge impact in local communities back home. That's one. And two, be really great, worked with a lot of big brands as a model, and definitely my bags, Uzo Leather, being international, being known international. Yeah.
Well, we wish you the best in everything that you do. And we hope that when we call on you in the near future, that you will answer a call and give us an update on what you're doing.
Thank you for having me. I had a good time.
Okay, it's a pleasure here.
Iron City Hotel Limited for confident hospitality. Are you looking for an atmosphere of serenity, extreme comfort, class, and hospitality? Look no further, because Iron City Hotel Limited is a perfect choice. Tucked in the heart of Lagos to take you away from the everyday hustle and bustle of the city, bringing you to a state of total calm and bliss. Our facilities include exquisitely furnished rooms with 24-hour power supply, internet, swimming pool, standard gym, banquet hall, restaurant, and exotic bar. Located at number 2, Majeko Dumi Street, off Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. Telephone 0807 666 6655. Or you can send an email to ironacityhotel@yahoo.com or visit our website www.ironacityhotel.com. Iron A City Hotels Limited, for convenient hospitality. Hotel Limited for convenient hospitality.
We've come to the end of today's show. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please help support Anita Uka's business. Whatever you do, please do stay safe. We know that we are all enjoying Freedom Day, but remember the virus is still out there. I'll see you same time next week. Please do subscribe. Goodbye.